Hey, so today I'm angry about science or the lack of science. And what I'm talking about is this blind faith in experts. Now, experts are highly educated, but that does not mean that they are always right. For centuries, it was believed that the earth was the center of the universe. And only in 1615 did some lunatic called Galileo dare to question the experts. Turns out he was right. Imagine if that was today, where Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms do not allow non-experts to opine on these matters. Who knows how long I'll be able to do so. But let's talk about science as it relates to our current medical emergency, this COVID-19 panic. And I'll point out some very fishy, unorthodox shenanigans that have recently happened. And here are a couple. First, there are people who like hydroxychloroquine. It has been poo-pooed by everybody. A study was released by the VA that showed that patients seemed more likely to die with it than without it. The problem with that study is that it was only given to severely ill people. They may have died anyway. Who knows? I don't consider that a valid study, and neither do the scientists who've examined it. Let's talk about some other studies. On the 29th of April, Dr. Fauci, head of the National Infectious Diseases System, came out in praise of remdesivir. And it turned out that the study from remdesivir had some problems. Number one, it seemed to show that patients needed to spend less time in the hospital if they had remdesivir than not. But almost 4 weeks later, none of the study's actual data has been released. On this remdesivir, Dr. Anthony Fauci's favorite that he actually praised in a press conference. The same Fauci who said that the hydroxychloroquine information was anecdotal is now praising this remdesivir study where they actually cut the study short. They didn't continue on to see on mortality. They just had a good result on hospital stay length. Let's talk about this other debacle that just recently happened. Moderna. Moderna comes out on Monday. The chief executive officer goes on CNBC, announces promising results for the Moderna vaccine. Amazingly, the next day, the company sells $1.4 billion worth of stock. This used to be illegal. It used to be called pump and dump. You can't issue a clinical trial result on public media and not release the test results. I will point you to the fact that the remdesivir results have still not been released and the Moderna results have not been released. Meanwhile, the anecdotal evidence in favor of hydroxychloroquine continues to grow. Trump himself says he takes it, he believes it, he's getting anecdotal evidence, yet we can't take it because the experts say it's dangerous. Even though for 40 or 50 years, if you traveled to Africa or any country that had malaria, they'd give you hydroxychloroquine just in case. Don't blindly follow the Main Street media or any media for that matter. Look at this data for yourself. Learn for yourself. Decide for yourself. Realize that there are hostile actors at every level. You have no idea what people's self-interests are. Learn for yourself. Pay attention and wake up.